Going live in 3, 2, and 1. Hello, everyone. We are back at Theo's house for another warm night because tonight is tonight we're in Michigan. We're supposed to be getting hit with a lot of snow, unfortunately. Typical.
So am I tomorrow.
Yep. Hello, Mr. Yako. I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome on into the stream. I saw that you're from the promise. Yes, and hello, Sparko, as well. Welcome on in. Yes, so I cannot stay away from this game for too long, and I know that when it's time to wait for the next update, it's going to be a long wait. Yeah, it depends on how long that they get their therapeutic VN time. Yes, hello, Oakland. Welcome on the stream, buddy. Yeah, like, I am proud to announce that I am now a Promises to Keep Patreon supporter, and I am proud to be supporting the developers of this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful game, because they deserve all the support for bringing this game to life, because this game is just one of a kind. It's so special. Yeah. And I have never felt this happy with a game that I've played before. Followed their Patreon the same day that I started playing. Nice. Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to get something real quick.
No problem. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just needed to get my hoodie because I just want to get all cozied up. I'm gonna get all
I have
cozied
my
up.
coat already on, so.
Yep. So with that said, as we get started tonight, we are gonna do some alternate paths before we get started with tonight's route, which will be Theo. I'm very excited because I have actually been very interested to seeing where Theo's story goes, because there seems to be a lot to his character that we don't necessarily know about yet. That's what gets me very excited. So with that said, let us begin. Let me know how everything sounds and stuff, because I have been trying to get some I'm just shrinking the PNG VTUBER a little bit so that we can see the text. So let us begin. So last week for our alternate paths, we did the first decision. We went hung out with Hunter, and then we also relaxed with Theo while Artemis cooked. So what I'm thinking, should we, you know what? Should we hang out with Artemis, or... Actually, no, I might save Artemis for when we do the Artemis route. Let's do the first decision from day 2. Alright, so last time... So in my initial playthrough, I did the go back to... yeah, Artemis is so fun. Yeah, I can't wait to do his route. We're going to be doing his route next time. But yeah, we're going to do... So when I initially did the playthrough, I got up to hang out with Artemis and Hunter. Let's go back to sleep.
Okay, so we were supposed to go with Hunter, maybe? Or go back to sleep?
Yeah, we're doing that. It doesn't really matter right now. I could go for more sleep, actually. I toss my phone to the side and curl up into my blankets. This time, thankfully, my rest is streamless. Before long, I'm woken by a soft knock at the door, accompanied by Theo's gentle voice.
Yeah, you work?
I clear my throat, then reply. Yeah, just getting up. I wince as my voice comes out raspy. I had obviously just woken up.
No need to rush. Sleep in as late as you like. I'm heading out in a bit. Just wanted to make sure you could find the bathroom and shower. They're just around the corner.
Meow! Meow to you too, Wuffy. Welcome on into the stream. We're doing some alternate routes first before we start Theo's route. Oh, thank you, Theo. Feels kind of weird. You're kind of weird talking to him through a door, but I don't have the energy to get out of bed just yet.
Boys, I left a fresh towel. I left a fresh towels in there earlier this morning, and there should be still one for you right there.
That sounds great. I really appreciate it.
Don't mention it. I'll just be outside shoveling snow with Hunter, but we shouldn't be long. I just made some breakfast, and he's already prepping for lunch. A little early, but if you ask me, but hey, he's the chef here.
Theo chuckles to himself.
Anyway, I'll let you relax a little more.
Good luck outside.
Thanks, Leo.
The hallway goes silent, except for Theo's paw steps getting quieter and quieter. I should probably get up soon. I grab my phone and browse my notifications for a moment, then find the strength to leave my surprisingly comfortable air mattress. First order of business, a shower. I grab a change of clothes and my toiletries, finding the bathroom easily. After a few minutes, I come out refreshed. I head back to the den and change into my fresh set of clothes. Maybe I'll sit in the living room for a while, let my fur dry in front of the fire. As I walk into the room, I find a familiar orange dog perched comfortably on the couch.
Aww. Hey, Ralphie!
Leo, there you are! He jumps out of his seat and runs up to me, tail wagging.
Aw.
Morning, Rofi. Morning, did you just shower? I gesture to my drying fur. How'd you guess? Hey, I was just trying to make conversation. Anyway, what are you up to now? Not much, actually. I'm probably going to relax for a bit. Watch the snow fall and everything. He perks up at the idea. Can I join, in the spirit of reliving old memories? He's just one big ball of nostalgia, it seems. First the snuggles, now this.
Aww.
Of course, there's plenty of great places to sit. I gesture around at the surplus of comfortable couches and chairs. Oh, I thought you were planning to go outside. In this storm, I'm happy inside. Besides, as you astutely noticed, I just got out of the shower. I didn't notice his tongue is blue.
Shay.
I know.
Look at that.
I know, but once you dry off. Yeah. Look, the weather's calmed down for a bit. It's cold, but the wind is pretty much gone. You'll miss out on half the experience sitting inside. Okay, I guess I see his point. Before he pulls out his puppy dog eyes, or 50 other reasons why we should go outside, I open my mouth. Okay, fine. Just for a little bit, though. I don't want either of us getting frostbite. Yay! And don't worry, I'm a medical professional, remember? He sticks out his tongue at me, tail swishing back and forth. Right, I remember.
So
he is, really. This is gonna be so much fun! Only once I'm dry, though. Yeah, I know. I'll go get my stuff ready. And with that, Rofi races to the front door to get dressed. With a good-humored sigh, I head back into my makeshift bedroom to gather myself before the outing. After another 10 minutes or so and some aggressive toweling off, my fur is dry enough to go out. Like clockwork, I find him waiting at the front door fully dressed up and bouncing slightly on his heels. Ready? Yes, you silly dog. Let's go. I head to the front door and throw on my coat, gloves, and boots. Rofi and I are heading out for a bit. I pause, realizing that I'm shouting to a mostly empty house. I peek into the kitchen and see Artemis sitting, scrolling on his phone. He gives me an idle thumbs up.
Don't have too much fun.
Come on, let's go! He throws the door open and bolts out into the snow. I trail after him, making sure to shut the door firmly behind us. Rofi was right. Without the fierce wind chill, the weather was much more manageable. Almost pleasant. In a freezing sort of way. The cold air nipped, but didn't bite, dancing lightly around my fur. I exhale, releasing a thick cloud of fog into the sky. Dragon smoke, I used to call it, when I was really little. Seeing my breath used to amaze me and delight me. Same here, Leo, my god.
Same here as a kid.
Yep. Now, decades later, I feel a tug of that same feeling. Hey, Leo! Quit daydreaming and come sit! He beckons to me.
They probably should arrange it so that he's wearing his winter coat and such.
Yeah, but... He beckons to me, then flops over backward into a shallow drift, almost disappearing into the snow. I make my way over to him and sit. I'm here. Are you enjoying yourself? He waves his arms in the beginnings of a snow angel form. Oh my god! He grins at me.
As a kid, I used to enjoy that a lot.
Yeah. He doesn't reply. A little lost in his own world. I'll take that as a yes. In the distance, I see Hunter and Theo shoveling and chatting. The two of them seem to be enjoying themselves. Looks familiar. The two of them seem to be enjoying themselves, both clearly suited to this kind of work. At some point, Theo waves across the street to a neighbor who's also clearing out their driveway. Okay. This is the life.
Okay, you need to send me a link to their Patreon, because I am so going to support them.
Sitting outside in the snow? Sitting outside in the snow with you! He gives me a playful shove. Seeing you again just makes me so happy. After all, no one else in the whole world knows me better than you do. Bluebell, if you're watching this is so us, I swear. I stammer out a response, momentarily lost for words. And this! He throws his paws wide as if to embrace the snowy sky and everything in it. This is such a beautiful setting for our reunion. Rofi goes quiet for a moment, face lost in thought. Seriously,
my friend Cody's messaging me.
Isn't it nice? Seeing the world so undisturbed? You can't tell anything about its state before the snow. He leans back on his paws and stares upward, at some far-off sight on the roof of the world. Working in medicine means everyone you meet carries some kind of history with them. History that complicates things. History that can't be swept aside. But even so, a fresh coat of snow promises new beginnings. New beginnings. Rofi, you've changed more than I thought. With a jolt, he seems to remember himself. He gives his head a hearty shake and smiles sheepishly at me. Sorry, it's the vacation talking, don't mind me. You're fine, Rofi. So,
my friend Brewdog Cody wants me to look at his post. Is streaming on a mat.
Yeah. So when do you go back to work? In a few weeks. I kind of forgot that paid time off is a thing we could use, so I ended up having a bunch stockpiled that I needed to use. I've never taken a break from this long from work. I hope I don't get rusty. I can tell that he's joking. Mostly. Rofi takes advantage of the lull in conversation to scoot closer to me. It's a little nippy out. I push the snow out of his way and let him snuggle up to me. He lays my head on my shoulder, sighing contentedly. We enjoy the stillness of our surroundings for a long moment. Then all of a sudden, he shivers dramatically and stands up. Alright, I've had enough of this. Back to the safety of the house. What, already? We just sat down. I'm cold. I don't have your thick winter coat. This was your idea, you know. He sticks out his tongue at me and a snowflake lands directly on it. I so wish they had a sprite for that. Yeah, well, we're going back inside. He offers me his paw. I smile in spite of myself and take it, dusting the thick powder off my coat. Besides, I've got snow in my pockets and my socks are wet. And whose fault is that? As soon as we
Hey!
Oh my god, I love these two.
Snow in his pockets. Maybe you should try and invest on something that could maybe you should probably thinking of having like buttonable pockets next time.
As soon as we shut the door behind us, Rofi throws off his boots and collapses in a heap in front of the fire. Ah, finally! I should never have let you convince me to go outside. Excuse me? I ruffle his head for roughly, right as Artemis walks in from the kitchen.
Forget about a lesson, huh?
Oh, of course not! Rofi scrambles to his paws, his usual energy returning in an instant. Artie is finally gonna teach me how to make something amazingly yummy for lunch. What are we cooking?
Not sure yet. Depends on what we have.
Sweet, a challenge! I love a challenge! Race it there! With a giggle, he rushes past the two of us into the kitchen.
Oh, we still have some leftovers from breakfast, Leo. But if you hasn't waited a little, lunch will be ready soon.
I think I'll wait till lunch. Thanks, though. I pause for a moment, thinking. Any idea what Ollie's up to? Artemis shrugs.
Probably sleeping or scrolling in bed. He'd rather stay under his blankets all day long if someone didn't force him to get up.
I see. Thanks, Artemis.
Yep, see you around.
I get Ollie's number from our group chat and send him a text, and this is where we go to hang out with him. And yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll all right, let's
probably socialize more with Theo if we can.
Well, I mean, we got yeah.
But yeah, there's probably socialize with Ollie.
Yeah, let's go to the other options from his from when we hung out with him. He reminds me of a Mordecai from a cartoon show called Regular Show. Yeah, he's the same species. Now I want to load. And I'll just we're gonna go to let's go here. No, I don't want to overwrite my save. I want to. Okay, so I think okay, I don't remember which one I went with. Did I go with sad stories with happy endings when we did this one?
Yeah, I think that was the one we did.
Yeah, all right, let's go with light happy stories. Let's see what Allie has to say about this. I usually prefer happy stories. I guess I just feel like there's enough pain and suffering in the world already, and it's all so exhausting. Why make up more?
Oh my god.
It's not that I dislike sad stories, but I think we all need to learn to focus on the good things in life, rather than agonize over the bad. So true. Ollie is silent for a long time, seriously considering what I said. He opens his mouth to answer right as I start to get nervous. You know, there's a decent way to look at things. I agree that people tend to be pretty... I think we already did this one. We're gonna... Alright, let's try this one. To be honest, I usually prefer heavier stuff, like stories with angst. I don't know, they just feel more real. Ollie nods.
That is really edgy.
Ollie nods thoughtfully, one claw on his chin, the other tracing a delicate pattern on the wood of the desk. I tend to agree with you. I guess it's just nice when authors seem to recognize how hard everything is, when they speak openly about the fundamental pains we can never escape. But I can't stand stories that get too maudlin. You know what I mean, right?
Maudlin?
Never heard that word before.
Neither did I.
Ones that just sort of fetishize sadness, if that makes sense.
Oh god.
I don't know, it's just that I put up with that enough in my daily life. I don't really need help feeling sad, so... I want the books I read or the games I play to show me some alternatives to sorrow. It's not that they have to be a perfect escape from reality or anything. Ollie looks directly into my eyes, his face deeply serious. But I want them to help me believe there's still hope. Even at the end of all things. Same! Ollie, same! Same, dude! Oh
my god. Hey, you know what's funny, Fox? I just thought about something hilarious. What if the game went that meta just made a self-reference?
I wonder.
Oh my god, that could give it devs, if you guys are watching this, please try to do that just for humor.
Especially
please, that would be hilarious.
At the end of all things. You know, I really like you think Tales of Wheel and Woe. The name is very descriptive. Plenty of sunshine, plenty of shadow. Once you played it, we can talk about it for real. Okay then, it's a promise.
So Yako said, to be honest, this scene is made me absolutely love Ollie.
Yeah. Ollie beams at me, trying and failing to rein in his excitement. Great! Oh, I'm so excited for you to start. There's several easy places where you can buy it, so... And that's that one. All right, now let's go.
It is.
All right, we're gonna load it again.
I just want to see it. I just want to do that part. Just continue that part real quick because I want to just do that part real quick. It's like computer screens loaded in.
In an instant, we are bathed in darkness, eyes locking in grim understanding. The power.
Shh. I love that. I just could not resist.
Yeah. To be honest, it's a scene that made me really absolutely love Ollie. Same here. So I'm gonna load. We're gonna do sad stories with happy happy endings. I want to do this one.
Yeah, so that's with happy endings. That was the one I think we went with.
No, I don't think so. I think we did happy ones first.
I think we did that one, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the dialogue. Let's do this one. This might be a weird answer, but I like sad stories with happy endings. Stories that make me feel a range of emotions. That challenge me to see both the light and the dark side of things.
Yep, that was the one.
That's not a weird answer at all. It's how I feel too. The dino's tail swishes lightly behind him, reminiscent of a wag. Stories that don't shrink away from pain and sadness, but don't wallow in it either. Ollie starts to stutter a little, cheeks slightly turning red.
Aww.
I mean, I feel sad pretty often, so it's nice to be reminded that other people feel the same way. Ollie looks directly into my eyes, his face deeply serious. But it's also nice to be reminded that there are alternatives to sorrow, that sadness isn't a foregone conclusion, that hope really does spring eternal. I guess it's kind of a cliche, but, you know, sometimes things are cliches for a reason. Sometimes it's because they're beautiful and true. You know, I really think you'd, like... Yeah, that's all the same. Yeah, that's, like, very short. Alright, let's go to...
Do you need to add a load button, and not just a quick load button?
Yeah, might be good. Alright, let's do,
what that one is.
this one. Get a bite to eat. Because we checked on Artemis after he snapped at us. So let's go get a bite to eat.
He snapped at us?
That's what... Remember when he snapped when the power went out?
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Alright, maybe I'll grab the bite to eat first. Artemis might not want company right now anyway. I head back downstairs to check the kitchen. Hi, Rofi. As I enter the warm space, I spot Rofi browsing on his phone while nibbling something. He looks up as I come in. Leo, you're just in time! Look what we made! He gestures to a massive heap of fried dumplings piled high onto a plate. That's crazy, I swore I was only upstairs for a few minutes. Well, I'm pretty familiar with preparing the filling, and Artie just threw together a quick dough for the dumpling wrappers. It ended up taking like 30 minutes altogether. And now I know how to make dumpling wrappers from scratch thanks to Artie.
Crap. My headset fell off, and I'm starting to hear some sort of strange noise. Oh boy. Earlier today.
Oh, okay. Knowing how quick of a learner he was, I'm sure he'd be able to replicate Artemis's recipe on his first try. Speaking of, where is he? Oh, I'm not sure. He said he wanted to rest upstairs for a bit. I think the electricity issue threw him for a bit of a loop, and he probably wants a little alone time. Oh, I see. Did he seem alright though? Rofi thinks for a moment, then slowly nods. Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little stressed, but otherwise okay. I tried to make it really clear that we weren't mad at him, and I think he believed me. That's good to hear. Anyway, want a dumpling? He sticks out his tongue out and waves it one in front of my face. Sure, I could use a little snack right about now. Right on cue, Hunter strolls into the kitchen. Alright.
Did I hear snacks?
Rofi waves at him excitedly and points to the plate of dumplings. Look what I made! With Artie's help!
Whoa! Now that's awesome! What's in them?
Rofi starts rattling off ingredients. Chives, diced mushrooms, cabbage, but I notice Hunter's light up at mention of pork.
Sounds great! Wanna bring it up to my room and share?
Wait, what about Ollie and Theo? Artie set aside plates for them already.
It sounds like we have the rest of these to ourselves.
Group hangout, race you there. Before he can zoom off, Hunter holds a paw out in front of Rofi.
Excuse me. Wait. Hold on a sec. Don't you want to do the honors of bringing the plate? I mean, you are the chef behind this food, after all.
It was clear that Hunter didn't want to bring the plates up himself. Rofi groans in response. Okay, fine. You grab the utensils then. This time it's Hunter's turn to groan, but he doesn't object. Plate in hand, Rofi carefully hops up the stairs, leaving just Hunter and me in the kitchen.
Am I grab some napkins? I'll get them far ahead of us. I can't let him too far ahead of us. All the food's gotta be gone.
On it. In record time, the two of us are able to find the appropriate cutlery for the dumplings, and we head upstairs to meet Rofi. I can hear some kind of music playing from Hunter's room. Sounds like Rofi already made himself comfortable. Finally, what took you guys so long? Rofi, we were like 15 seconds behind you. And I could have finished all the food in that time. He sticks his tongue out playfully, but Hunter looks at me fully serious.
I believe him. Up against a serious speed eater, Leo. Our dining halls didn't stand a chance against this guy.
Hey, I had to eat fast because I always had stuff going on during the day.
Oh, the eyes of Rofi. Yeah, with your 6 classes and 17 different jobs around campus.
Not 17, I had like 2. He stops and thinks for a second. And a volunteer position or 2 at the hospital.
In that research position you really hated.
Oh, you're right. At least I enjoyed my jobs. What kind of research? And jobs? Oh, nothing special, just some medical nonsense, but I was completely out of my depth the whole time that I worked in that lab. I was surrounded by crazy smart doctors and graduate students that just made me feel stupid. Oh, that really doesn't sound like fun. It wasn't, but I needed the experience to throw on my resume, and I guess it all worked out in the end.
He used to come to my apartment and complain about his research mentors all the time. You'd think they were torturing him in the lab or something.
Well, they kind of were. I just didn't speak up against them because I needed a recommendation letter. Hunter reaches for a dumpling and pops it into his mouth. And I taught on campus. The tutoring job I had was actually how I met this guy. He playfully thumps on the Hunter on the back after the raccoon finishes his bite. I pop a dumpling into my mouth and immediately pick up another 2. No. Rofi and Artemis really outdid themselves with these. Crispy on the outside and savory on the inside, with hints of spice and sweetness from some complex sauce. Anyway, I was mostly tutoring for tuition and extra cash. My parents helped me for my first year or 2, but I ended up needing the jobs to make it work financially. His voice takes on a slightly wistful note. But I really did meet some of my closest friends through those opportunities. And I made good money, too.
I got to spend time with the cute puppy dog once a week. The tutors, we have now don't measure up to him in the slightest.
Hey, they're not that bad.
Yeah, but you're good at everything. So I could just go to you with all my questions. Now I gotta figure out who's better at doing and what topics and get help from like a million different tutors. It's also annoying.
Rofi rolls his eyes. God forbid the student that has to put in the effort to succeed academically.
Oh god, that's true. So today, so true! Oh my god! References to this game are just far too real. Hey, I was just trying to give you a compliment.
Rofi giggles. I know. He leans in towards me. He texts me with his questions anyway. He just can't get enough of me. Hunter overhears that and playfully tackles him on the floor. Their combined laughter fills the room, and I can't help but laugh with them. I almost forgot how strong the sense of camaraderie was between college friends. I hadn't managed to retain that very many of my own, truthfully. Rofi and Hunter untangle themselves a moment later. Hunter sits back up and grabs another dumpling, but Rofi stays laying down.
You get to hang out with both Hunter and the child friend. That's just so great. These 3 are gonna make an amazing friend trio. I am sure of it.
Yeah, I really hope so. Because like one of the things I'm really hoping for in the development as the game goes on is that I really want them to have like character dynamics with all the characters near the end of the game. Because
like sort of tree.
Yeah, because honestly, with these 3 together, it's like really awesome.
Yeah, I have the feeling that this might be pretty much the true. I'm gonna say is these 3. I'm gonna literally say it. This probably will be the true ending of the game. Yeah, I'm sure this could be the true ending.
Yeah. But we'll see where the writers take us, because I think that I trust my faith in the creators that they're gonna do something amazing once the game is complete.
Anyway, do we have any idea what's going on tonight? Any events on the agenda?
I'm actually not sure. I feel like event programming is Theo's department. I wonder if he's home yet. I'll shoot him a text in the group chat. Rofi whips out his phone. Rofi whips out his phone and pauses for a second. Pause poised over the screen. You'll see it when he gets home anyway. Rofi starts typing while Hunter polishes off his meal.
That does it for me.
But you had like 4 dumplings total. Is that enough for you?
They stuff. Yeah, I had a protein shake earlier, and those gave me decently full. Well, Hunter has a point though. Like, homemade meals usually stuff more than actual, industry-made food.
Matt Macro Pika, what be this? This is Promises to Keep, the best game I've ever played, and I am really enjoying it. This is one of my favorite things on earth right now. Welcome on into the stream.
This novel, you don't just read the novel reads you.
Pretty much.
It's amazing.
Alright, hang on. Without looking from his phone, Rofi chimes in. I keep telling him that he should be eating closer to his maintenance calorie level, but he doesn't listen. Hunter smirks.
I keep telling you that you should come to the gym with me.
I do.
You did. Like twice.
Rofi whines and finally puts his phone down. But you know that I'm always tired from work and I just want to lay in bed when I get home. Same here, Rofi. Hunter very clearly bites back a scathing retort.
Well, maybe we could go also. We all go sometime after this storm's over.
Fine, I'll go with you guys.
Sweet.
All of our phones buzz. Looks like Theo responded.
I just got back and eating now. No plans. But maybe bar night?
Rofi's face lights up. Bar night? There's a bar nearby that's open?
No, I think he means the basement.
Oh, right. I remember catching a glimpse of it earlier today. Rofi texts back excitedly. Pretty quickly, a time is agreed upon for the impromptu event tonight. How right. I don't drink very much, but I'm sure Theo knows his stuff, right? He can make me something yummy.
I'm sure he does. Anyway, you have me. I know my way around alcohol.
Hunter turns to me.
Oh, Ropi here is scared of parties, so whenever I pull up to one, I drink a little extra in his name.
That's not good for you.
I'm just trying to include you somehow. You know, you like it when I send you texts for all the drinks I'm having anyway.
Until I have to come rescue you because you get too drunk.
Trophy. Ouch. That rose. Okay, that's only happened once.
At least twice from what I remember.
Shots fired.
Such cute characters. Oh, you haven't seen all of them yet.
Anyways. Most drinks are usually 2-calorie heavy for me, so I only drink on occasion.
Tipsy Hunter is so much fun to be around, though. Remember that one time we tried mixing drinks at my place?
Yeah, and half of it made me, and half of what made me was horrible. I'm not trying to relive that night anytime soon.
As they talk, I don't feel the need to say much. I'm content just listening to them relive old college memories. Being a witness of the conversation almost makes me feel like I was there with them having a good time. I think in another universe, the 3 of us would have made a great trio.
Oh my god. Anyway, the 3 of us should go out for drinks sometime. When I'm not counting calories anyway, that is.
Oh, I guess we forgot that I could just hang out. We could just start hanging out as a trio now. All I have to do is put myself out there. Oh my gosh, Leo! Sounds fun.
My God.
Well, judging from Theo's text, we still have some time to kill. Any ideas? Everyone thinks quietly for a moment. Then Hunter speaks up.
Y'all ever been to a casino?
Both Rofi and I shake our heads.
I might not look like it, but I love me a little gambling.
Let's go gambling! He gets...
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
He gets up and produces a pack of playing cards from his desk drawer, handing them to Rofi.
My mind shuffling these for me?
Sure. As Rofi shuffles the deck, Hunter pulls out a small silver case out from his backpack. With a flourish, he opens it and pours a stack of poker chips onto the rug.
They're gonna be playing poker! Can I see a game or two of poker? I like poker.
Rofi gazes starry-eyed at the chips. How do you play?
Well, there are a lot of variants, but the one I play most often is Hold'em. Oh! It's Hold'em poker! Oh my god! Hunter! Oh, finally something he and I have in common! Theo, you want the rules? You want the rules of refresher? Sure.
Yeah, I've never played poker in my life, so I need to listen to this.
So basically each round, we all get a hand of 2 cards that we keep secret. There will also be communal cards in the middle, that we all can use. They'll start face down, and I'll flip them face up over the course of the game. Certain combinations of cards are better than others, and whoever has the highest valued combinations wins the round, as long as they haven't folded.
Oh, okay, now I recognize this game. I just didn't know what it was called, but...
If you think you're going to lose the round because you have a bad hand, you can just fold and let the rest of the players duke it out. Or you can also bluff.
Yep.
This means you're out of the round. You can't win any money, even if your hand ended up being worth the most in the end. However, this does mean you can conserve the rest of your money for the round, because you're forced to keep betting. You take turns until everyone calls or agrees upon a proper amount. Then, as dealer, I'll flip another communal card. We'll bet again with the new knowledge of what card that is. Keep in mind that you can also bluff, meaning you can place big bets with a bad hand to scare your competition into folding. You can trick them into thinking you have a great hand when you don't.
Alright, I think I got it. You guys can correct me if I do something wrong.
No.
Come on, let's start.
Now, there's one thing you need to know in poker. You know the term poker face?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically try not to reveal any what are known as tells. Try to basically keep your face straight and don't reveal any signs of what your hand is.
That is now that I think that's why now that I think about it, that's why that one little meme face called poker face, why it's just like basically just a guy with a straight face. Yeah. That's basically Apollo's mechanic in a nutshell. Oh. His eagerness to jump in so quickly sort of surprises me. He was the more cautious, his patient one of us when we were young, always trotting carefully on the new ground.
Of course, I'm going ahead and modifying a few of the betting rules so I can play it to be the dealer at the same time. Ooh, excuse me. It's not really traditional for the dealer to play, but this is all for fun anyway.
And with that, the first round starts. After the initial bets and antes, our first cards are dealt. My first hand is a 2 of hearts and a 7 of spades. Looks like it's already a bust for me. Seems fitting, given my recent luck. I look up from my cards to take note of my competition. Hunter seems pretty focused on his cards, but Rofi's already done thinking, it seems. Alright, I'm ready. Do I bet now?
Go ahead.
Hunter and I both watch Rofi push a considerable stack of chips into the center for our makeshift poker circle.
Wait, are you sure about that?
I'm sure. I figure I can't hurt to match his bet despite my bad hand, hoping that no one calls my bluff. Call.
Alright, I'm actually on this round. Fold.
Hunter discards his hand, clearly not pleased with his luck so far. The round continues between Rofi and I, and after Hunter reveals the flop, Rofi pushes the rest of his chips in.
He's going all in.
Oh my god!
This is what we call an all in.
Yep.
Rofi, it's literally the first round.
Well, like you said, it's all for fun, right? And who's to say I don't have an amazing hand? To avoid immediately eliminating one of us, I decide to fold, letting Rofi take the pot. The next round follows a similar pattern, with Rofi making an enormous bet and the rest of us eventually folding. He gives us a mischievous smile as he takes the pot, again.
He's stealing a pot. Alright, Leo, we can't let him do that again.
And we don't. Another round begins, and this time both Hunter and I match Rofi's initial bet. After the community cards are revealed, Hunter speaks up.
Alright. I average triple. 9. 3 of a kind. Neo?
I have a full house. 3 queens, 2 nines.
Boom!
We both look at Rofi. The smile on his face reveals it all. He lays out his cards for us to see. 10 and a 10 and Jack of Spades, which slide in perfectly with the Community 9, Queen, and King of Spades.
Royal flush!
Oh, Royal, are you serious?
Straight flush, actually! That's a straight! That's
Straight.
better!
Straight.
That's not better than a royal flush, but it's still a straight flush anyway. That's actually one of the best hands.
Yep. Straight flush, anyone? Hunter lets out an incredulous huff at Rofi's luck.
Okay, just like his face right now. The only noise I can think of right now, his jaw drops. He's like, just hear that. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's the second best hand in the game. On your third of ever round of poker? How?
I guess I have some serious beginner's luck. With a teasing whirf, he takes the pot for the 3rd time, leaving Hunter and I with barely any money to play. After that, the game ends fairly quickly. Our bankroll's unable to keep up with Rofi's. With all the chips in front of him, Rofi springs up off the floor. Well, it looks like I have a backup career in case I ever quit my job.
Don't think
Hunter,
about it, Rofi.
Hunter, still reeling from being thoroughly trounced by a new poker player, gets up too.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. Well, usually people don't get that lucky. Poker's a complex game, and there are a lot of things that.
Rofi rolls his eyes and bats at Hunter playfully. Right. I can't hear you over the sound of all the cash I won. Before Hunter can come up with some witty comeback, another text in the group chat sets off all our phones. Oh, looks like Theo is ready for us down in the basement. Ready to go, y'all? Super ready! He swipes his phone off the floor and helps me up before bending down to collect all the playing cards and chips.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry. Let's not keep them waiting down there.
Rofi then drops what he's doing and stands back up, grinning. Don't need to tell me twice! He skips out of the room energetically. Hunter turns to me, clearly exasperated.
I still don't think he realizes how lucky he was in that hand.
Well, he is a pretty reliable mathematician. I'm sure he probably calculated all that.
Calculation isn't even half of the game, though. You can calculate all you like, you still lose every round. He doesn't seem to understand that. And I mean, a straight flush? Really? I don't think I've ever had that hand in years of playing.
I smile and shrug. He's always had crazy good luck with the games when we were kids. I honestly can't say I'm surprised he won. We'll just have to rematch him later. Hunter sighs and shakes his head, his easy smile returning.
Anyway, let's hurry down. I'm sure they already started the festivities.
Right behind ya. Sure enough, by the time we reach the basement, everyone else is already gathered there. And
we're gonna be able to do the Theo road now.
Yep. So let's get. All right, I'm just gonna save that here for now. We're gonna load.
Well, there are probably some differences in the dialogues.
Well, we didn't really hang out with Theo all that much during that anyway. So I don't know. Like again, I'm intending to 100% this game. We probably will do a full redo of it once the full game comes out and stuff like that. But in the meantime, let's do it. So,
all right, time for Theo.
Theo. I walk up to the bar and plop my elbows down on its surface. Theo smiles easily at me as he cleans a glass.
Hey, you.
He leans back against the shelf behind him, his silver fur glimmering in the basement lights.
You need something?
No, just enjoying the company.
Likewise. Be sure to rate us 5 stars, okay?
I scoff, resisting the urge to roll my eyes. Suddenly, the old jukebox in the corner crackles to life as Artemis tinkers with it. Whoa. An old song I know from somewhere, but I can't quite place. Soft and comforting. Okay. Artemis shoots me a grin and continues fiddling with the controls.
Yeah. This is quite fitting for the night.
Theo closes his eyes and starts gently to hum along with the melody. I settle into one of the bar stools, safe, warm, and enormously comfortable. I purr loudly, no longer caring who hears me. I can't do it.
Aww.
The words of the song suddenly spring unbidden into my head. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king. And foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything.
Sing along with me, huh?
My eyes slowly open to meet his. Sweet, soft, and brown, the color of warm, rich chocolate. Yeah. Does it bother you?
Never.
As the shimmering notes fade in the air, Theo gently grabs another glass on the shelf.
I think I'll have a more drink myself. Can I get you anything? More water? Soda?
More water is fine, thanks. As he goes about preparing the drinks, I watch him work. Watch his gentle paws handle the bottles and glasses. Watch his fluffy brow furrow in concentration as he pours. Watch his snout curl into a smile as he slides me my drink.
There you are. Enjoy.
His paw lingers on the glass as if it's waiting for me to take it from him. Emboldened by the moment, I let my paw brush his once more. Soft and solid, warm and inviting. Eventually, Theo slips his paw away. He places one elbow on the bar and leans on it. An easy blush settles on his face, only lightly visible due to the shock of his white fur.
I get to see Adam. That one. Look at that.
Aww.
That's just so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So,
He asks gently.
what do you think?
My heart quickens involuntarily. Of what?
Of this space.
He gestures around, grinning slightly. Oh, it's lovely. Really cozy and comfortable.
Glad to hear it.
He nods, satisfied.
That was my main goal. Comfort first.
Comfort first in everything he does. Thank you, Leo.
Thank you. Thank you. Theo.
For what?
Coming to sit with an ancient old man like me.
He winks. I wave a paw dismissively, trying to hide my red face. Theo, I know we've been joking around, but you're not actually old.
I feel like it though. I feel absolutely archaic.
He takes a swig of beer, eyeing me over the bottle.
You all have been helping though. Making me feel useful.
He sighs and scratches the back of his furry neck, fluff rippling over his broad shoulders.
Weather like this, shut inside, nothing to do. Normally it'd drive me crazy. Just another reason why I should thank you, I guess.
He smiles at me again with those tired eyes, and my stomach surges, lightning shooting through my body. Oh my god. You're welcome, Theo.
Animation.
In the moment, I don't know what else to say. If I open my mouth again, I'm worried I might just blurt out the truth. I think I'm falling for you.
Oh my god!
I think I'm falling hard. I spend the evening with Theo at the bar, sometimes talking to others, but always thinking of him, always sneaking furtive glances. He keeps serving drinks long after the weariness starts to show on his face. Parts of me wants him to go get some sleep, but the other half doesn't want him to leave just yet. Doesn't want the night with him to end.
You know who Theo makes me think of?
Who?
The way he's helping everyone without the need of anything wanting back.
Who?
Without anyone else not offering them anything back.
Who?
Jazzy.
Oh my gosh. You're right. In a way, he reminds me of someone else I know too, just like that, you know? Anyways.
Jazzy, I mean, you know, Leppy.
Yeah. Finally, to my relief and slight disappointment, he lets out a massive yawn and slides out from behind the bar.
Well, that's all, folks. I'm afraid your bartender is exhausted.
Artemis stands and stretches.
No worries. We should probably call it a night.
He looks a little pointedly at the gently swaying Ollie, who giggles and nods.
Oh,
you're probably right, Artie. Hunter collects the already sleeping Rofi from the couch and half carries him upstairs. I trail behind with Theo, not wanting to leave just yet. He catches me lingering by the bar and sets down his rag.
You want something else before I close up, Leo?
No, I was wondering if you needed help cleaning up.
You're too sweet. No, I cleaned over the course of the evening, so there's only 1 or 2 things left to wash. Besides, like I told you, you're a guest here, so you don't have to feel obligated to help.
A bit of sternness creeps into his voice, and he blocks the entrance to the bar with his body. But just let me help you. I struggle to gather my words, not wanting to give too much away. I don't feel obligated to help, I just want to. You feel the same way about us, right? You didn't take us in because you felt like you had to. You did it because you genuinely wanted to. And in return, I want to help you. So, let me in. Let me in, Theo. I'll do half the work, however little there is. I'll carry half the burden, however much there is. These are all like...
What?
What is that?
I can actually feel Leo in that one.
Oh my
I
god,
can feel
yes!
myself in Leo.
Yeah! A mix of emotions flash across Theo's face, and then for an instant, I see his brown eyes turn watery.
You really are too sweet. Come on in. I'm sorry. Just seeing this. Come on in then. Help me finish up.
We clean together, working shoulder to shoulder, elbows brushing against one another, touching lightly, suspended in sweet tension. I grow bolder, lingering by his side, reaching across him, stretching our brief moments of contact. He doesn't stop me, but that's all he does. Despite my best efforts to stall, eventually the last glass is washed and the night is over.
You look exhausted too, Leo. Let's get you to bed.
Yeah, it really caught up with me. He leads me upstairs, accompanying me to the den. I feel my heart beat faster with each step forward. Oh my gosh. We pause in the doorway and look at each other, too nervous for words. He shuffles his feet. I stuff my paws in my pockets. He scratches the back of his neck. And finally...
Leo.
My breath catches hard, my entire being tight with tension.
Sleep well, okay?
He says awkwardly, not meeting my eyes, and turns to leave. Wait. I almost reach out to grab his arm, but in the end I let him go. The door swings shut behind him. I slowly let out the breath I'd been holding, and will my body to relax. Easy there, Leo. No need to rush things. My heartbeat begins to slow once more. My fevered mind begins to clear. There will always be tomorrow. As I start my nightly routine, I replay the thousands of special moments of the evening, a warmth blossoming in my chest.
Hang on with me, huh?
As I lay down to sleep, the words of the old song flit once more through my mind.
I heard something vibrate.
That's my phone. It's just
That
the
was
thought
the
of
game
you.
going on
The
with
very
phone.
thought of you. My love.
He's in love with Theo.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That's his car.
What is that?
That's Theo's car.
Theo's car.
I think I might be Theo's voice. Let's do this.
One way or another, I always end up back here. Driving away. Compass set for elsewhere. What's with his neck? Look at it.
Wait, oh, I just noticed that.
What the? Those are leopard dots. Oh wait, he looks beaten up.
Anyways, your
Driving
line.
away. Compass set for elsewhere. Anywhere but here. Raw pulse of living of the legend engine beneath me. Being faster and harder than my heart ever could. What am I driving away from? And where exactly am I going? I think I knew once. Before the bend and the buckle and the brake. before the snow creeping rotten to quick, violent descent. Before the unraveling. She said to me, it's eons ago. Men can't handle pain. God help me. Proved her right, over and over and over again. One way or another, I always wind up back here. Brain in the back seat, fear in the front, fear behind the wheel, fear stabbing the pedals, blood thrumming with fire and gasoline, engine spinning with love and strangled hate. One way or another, I always wind up back here no matter what. Scared, rabid animal in the glare of oncoming headlights. Knowing what's coming. And knowing it's already too late.
3 seconds.
Till impact.
Yeah.
How could you do this to me?
2.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
1.
I'll always love you.
0.
0. No!
Oh.
And the branch.
Something tells me, I have a feeling what Theo's backstory might be. Oh, I hope. The shattering
glass. Mother's death.
Or that might be his
aunt's death.
That might be it, but we'll see what happens from here. The sound of shattering glass wrenches me awake. For one endless moment, I'm not sure whether I am awake or asleep. Then a blast of Arctic wind chills me in the only way reality can. I shiver. The familiar sight of Theo's den comes into focus as my eyes adjust, with one notable difference. I stumble to my paws in the dim moonlight and begin fumbling for the light switch.
He's gonna get injured.
A fallen tree branch protrudes the room like a gnarled needle piercing a vein. A distinctly foreign body letting in the elements. Already, snow has begun to gather on the floor, the chairs, the books. The den! Adrenaline rushes through me as my mind refocuses. I have to move his things before the snow ruins them.
Inflatable mattress, right?
Yeah.
How the hell did it not pop and deflate?
With the speed of born sleep-addled panic, I begin scooping books off the floor with both paws, mindful of the glass shards reaching up like grasping hands. I should be more careful. It would only make things worse if I started bleeding all over the floor. Oh, he's not injured this time, like Hunter. I slip my bare paws in the thick boots and continue crunching splinters of glass underfoot. I start on the disrupted bookshelf, grabbing pawfuls of leather-bound volumes and paperbacks alike. I peel what looks like a thin, brown-backed book off the shelf, only to feel cool glass and solid wood under my paw. Not a book at all. A framed photo. A framed photo that had been, from the looks of the dust imprint, deliberately placed face down on the shelf and left there for who knows how long. His parents! That's different from the photo on the shelf on the hall.
That is her mother and that is his dad.
It takes me a moment to recognize him. The same chocolately brown eyes, the same freckled muzzle, but an unfamiliar sorrow. A sorrow he reveals only in brief, fleeting moments when memory steals him away. A teenage Theo and presumably his mother and father stare up at me, locked away behind dust-kissed glass. They look stiff, bound up in their Sunday best and making no effort to smile. As my eyes travel lightly across their faces, I feel a strange pull in my gut. A tightness, a tension that travels up into my throat and holds me there gently.
Oh, he's humming.
Theo, I think once more of the photo on the stairs. His youthful, smiling face, light years away from this pinched, iron portrait. Him and his aunt in front of a shiny new car. I shiver again. My gaze shifts to the intruding branch and suddenly my mind clicks back into place. What the heck am I doing? I should go get him. He'll want to know immediately what's happened. I toss the photo onto the air mattress, throw on my jacket, and head directly for Theo's room. Theo? My voice sounds scratchy and strange, like it belongs to someone else. In just a few moments, I hear a gruff.
Be right there.
I hear a rustle of blankets, a shuffle in clothes, and a light bump and a hushed curse, and then the door opens.
What's wrong, Leo?
The window, I utterly failed to speak. The fox waits graciously as I take a deep breath and try again. A branch fell. One of the windows in the den is broken. Theo's sleepy eyes jolt open, a violent electricity coursing through his frame.
How bad is it?
He asks, already halfway down the hallway. Not good. I keep on pace with him, boots thudding on the soft carpet. The snow is pouring in. I did my best to move some things out of the way, but we pass the same photograph again on our way down the stairs. This time I know their eyes are following us. Wordlessly, Theo thunders towards the den and opens the door.
There, and then there's his parents.
Yeah, then throws open the door. Now that the master of the house is here, the howling wind seems louder than before. Theo's eyes follow the gnarled fork of the intruding branch up to its shattered base. He winces with real pain as if it had pierced him instead.
Oh my god. Good lord, this is a nightmare.
No kidding. I started moving the...
His injuries. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Those are scars.
I thought those were like spots on him, but no, they are. He has a scar on his face and another one on his arm.
So that means it's related to his event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either his parents abused him or
something else. We'll find. Well, either way, we'll find out. No kidding. I started moving some things around, but
you shouldn't have.
Theo interrupts me almost dismissively, eyes never leaving the shattered window.
You could have just injured yourself. You should just came right here and let me handle it.
That tugging feeling in my gut returns, twice as powerful as before. Whatever it is, it feels like it could pull me through the floor and into the earth.
Get the living room next. I'll finish up here.
He waves me away with a paw. Discussion clearly over. My stomach twists and knots, as if someone had reached down my throat and wrung it out with both paws. Why does this hurt so much? I don't understand. Realistically, I could turn around and walk out of this room right now. Curl up on the living room couch and sleep until the morning. Leave Theo alone with the remains. No. I'm helping you clean this up. The fox frowns on me, arms crossed.
That won't be necessary. This is my house. I will maintain it myself. And like I said, it's dangerous for you to walk around here.
And like I said, I already started moving things. It's dangerous in here for you, too, you know. You're not even wearing shoes right now. I point to a particularly vicious shard of glass only a few inches from Theo's bare paw. Theo, why do you think you have to do this alone? He doesn't respond. I think of our shared moment last night in the basement. Eyes meeting above easy, comfortable smiles, snuggled up to a warm wooden bar. Now we stare tensely at one another, separated by splintered, snow-caked branch. I know he's thinking of that moment too. I know because after a handful of endless eternities, he nods.
Okay, fine.
He says grudgingly, running a paw across the back of his neck.
You can help. I'll need a hand to get this thing back out the window anyway.
Relief smacks me like a giant wave, sweeping me along in its current. Great, do you want to start with the branch?
No, I think we better clear the area first, actually.
His practiced eyes survey the room.
Please keep taking books and things into the living room. I want to get them out of the snow. I'll get the dustpan and start sweeping up.
Okay, don't forget your boots.
Yes, I know.
He sighs lightly, more amused than upset. We work quickly, efficiently, and in near silence. I gather the books, keepsakes, and plants, moving them bit by bit into the warmth of the firelit living room. Meanwhile, Theo attacks the glass-riddled floor with a broom, sweeping the splinters away with vindictive force. We move in currents of tension and release, strained and harried when apart, sharing small smiles when our paths cross. The work progresses smoothly, until I re-enter the room and find him staring blankly at the wall, a small dark-framed photo in hand. A slight twitch of his whiskers is all the acknowledgement he gives me. Theo? You alright? A stupid question, even for me.
Window shattered. Chairs ripped. Pillows destroyed. Books soaked through. This fucking thing stays untouched.
He waves the photo as if it were a live grenade.
all her things ruined. And they don't even get a scratch. He hates his parents.
Yep. History yawns behind his words. A dull, ugly, aching history, like a red, puckered scar. In the back roads of my mind, I hear the strangled roar of an engine and see the frantic shine of the headlights. I push both aside. There's work to be done. Let's get this out of here. He stares at me, uncomprehending. This branch. I kick it with my booted paw. The raw thump echoes through the room. Once you get this out, we can start patching things up. He looks at me almost petulantly. Petulantly, thank you. Then he nods.
Okay, I'll head outside. It'll be easier if someone's pulling the other end. As long as you can get it out of the window, I'll handle the rest.
He tosses the photo aside and departs with new purpose, sliding a coat over his fluffy arms. I'm sad to see them covered. That's pathetic, Leo. The absurdity of my situation crashes down on me in that moment, standing alone in a stranger's house with a broken window and nowhere else to go, trying so hard to insert myself into that stranger's life, like a broken branch through a shattered window. What the heck am I doing? Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Try to push it back out the window towards me.
Theo's voice rattles my brain back into place. Whatever I'm doing, I'm neck deep in it now. There's no going back. I know this. With a strange feeling of dissociation, I grab the end of the branch and, muscle straining, begin to lift it up. God, I am so out of shape. Hunter would be able to lift this easily.
Just a bit more. I can almost reach it.
Sweat runs down my back, and my arms scream in protest. Just before they give way entirely, I feel the weight of lesson as Theo grabs the branch from the other side. With a harsh grunt, he digs in his heels and pulls. The branch surges forward, nearly knocking me off balance. The last of its wooden heft slides through my paws. In just a few smooth motions, it disappears back where it came. Almost as if it had been a dream, too. Time passes as we clean, locked in focused labor. With a long, tired sigh, Theo places the broom and dustpan in a corner.
That's enough for now. The lion's share of the work is done anyway.
I laugh lightly, plopping into a chair at the kitchen table. Fine by me.
I need some coffee. You want a cup?
I'm drinking one right now. Sure. Theo starts puttering around, and I find myself once again tracing the indented words in the old wooden table. Home. I bet this house was home for him. The fox sets a steaming cup of coffee in front of me, along with a pitcher of cream and a sugar bowl.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Of course.
With another dramatic sigh, he settles into his usual creaky chair and greets him with its characteristic squeal. He takes a small sip of his coffee and settles back even further. A small, satisfied smile spreads across his face.
We did good work back there.
I nod, watching my coffee's swirling steam spiral upwards towards the ceiling. I can tell he wants to talk, from the way he holds his mug to the way his eyes me across the table. I can tell he's on the verge of saying something big. I take a hesitant sip. The rich, black brew burns my mouth.
Ouch. I forgot how packed that room was. You never realize how much stuff you have until you're forced to remove all of it.
Same. Learned that in my move. I nod again, watching him lightly over the rim of my mug.
Some of those things haven't been moved since, well, a very long time ago.
Now's the moment. Like that photograph, I keep my voice light, calm, steady, in complete opposition to my roiling insides.
Yes.
I let his answer hang in the air, hoping he'll snatch it back up and continue the thought.
Leo, do you and your parents get along?
Oh, first time we've had a thing here. For me, yes. Yeah, we usually do. We fight sometimes, but so does everyone else.
I see.
Theo's smile is heartbreaking.
I'm happy for you. Truly, I am.
The air between us hangs heavy. I can see the words rating right beneath his behind his stoic mouth. If I just stay silent and still for a few more moments.
I'm sure you could tell. There's new music there.
Yep.
From the photo.
His mouth creaks open like a door to a crypt. And ancient pains pour out like shambling skeletons.
But we were not the happiest nuclear family. My father was difficult. He raised me with a Bible in one hand and a bottle in the other.
Theo's paws twitch and he takes a long pull on his steaming hot coffee. For a long moment, he is silent, as if letting the beverage burn through him.
You know the story of Abraham and Isaac?
Wordlessly, I shake my head. I don't want to interrupt him, even slightly.
As a test of his obedience, God tells Abraham to kill his son, Isaac. Isaac and his mother once lived in a house in a small hill. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That's a Binding of Isaac reference, by the way, if any of y'all haven't heard about it. Yeah. Really good roguelike. Strongly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham dutifully follows his instructions and prepared to ritually sacrifice his child. But God stops him at the last minute, and Isaac survives.
Theo throws back his head and drains the rest of his coffee like a shot. He stares flatly at the wall, hard, ugly resentment in his eyes.
I was about 11 or 12. I realized I was bi.
Theo snorts and looks
bisexual.
Ah, okay. Theo snorts and looks spitefully into his now empty mug.
I realized the other boys didn't moon after an old movie. Didn't moon after old movie actors the way I did. I realized the other boys didn't feel so violently uncomfortable in the locker room. Not long after that, I realized I was probably going to hell. By the time I entered middle school, I was convinced I'd be spending an eternity in the pit. Made it difficult to care about anything, really. That revelation crouched on my shoulders. Every positive interaction, every beautiful day, was overshadowed by the inedible fact that I was damned. Rotting. Stamped at birth as defective. And I got to thinking.
He looks through me, past my eyes to somewhere else.
What would my father do if God told him to kill me?
That tugging feeling returns with a vengeance, strangling my breath and making my eyes water. I don't know what I want to do. I want to cry. I want to hold Theo's head in my hands and tell him it'll be alright. I want to find Theo's dip-crap dad and kick his teeth in, but I do none of those things. I sit, and I wait, until he finally draws a steady breath and continues.
My mother worked mostly.
His tone is different now, less sharp, but just as bitter.
She worked full-time, 8 to 5, then came home and made dinner and did housework. We didn't have a lot of money, so she often picked up jobs in the evening, too. Repairs, alterations for neighbors, things like that. So I remember the sound of her sewing machine, roaring late into the night.
My grandma was a sewer.
She was tired.
I think back to her bland, blank face in the family photo. No, not blank. Exhausted. Too drained to even smile.
She must have known She must have known where all her hard-earned money went. Into empty, broken bottles, thrown caseless into the sink. For her to clean.
His eyes flick to the discarded broom and dustpan so full of shattered window fragments.
She was tired.
Theo repeats himself, fingers clenching and relaxing around his mug.
That's what I tell myself. I know I have to tell myself something. And I have to tell myself something.
He pours himself another cup of coffee, sloshing it over to the sides of the mug onto the table.
We don't speak these days.
my choice. I'm honestly just waiting for the call from the estate lawyer. Though, I don't know what I'll do when I get it.
He falls silent then, perhaps reliving some painful memory, perhaps just sitting in his emotions and feeling time pass. All of a sudden, morning's first light begins to creep into the kitchen, gently caressing Theo's silver fur.
Wait. The dots are gone, which means...
Well, they're on his left side, but they weren't even there when...
No, they weren't even there actually on his profile, on his picture enters, which means only one thing. Foxy.
Yeah?
Leo was incarnating those characters in their dreams.
Oh. Just like that, the threads of the dawn dispel the gloom, like magic.
And look, they are scares. They are scars. Look, his left arm and his... What the hell happened to his arm? Sunrise already, huh? I guess I already talked your ear off. Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. I'm glad you told me. This
may sound like an odd thing to say, but thank you for not apologizing. For not saying I'm sorry, Theo, or something like that. I know people mean well when they do that, but I never want to hear it. I never want to hear their pity. Which is probably one of the reasons why I never tell anyone. Thank you, Leo, for just listening.
At that moment, we hear the sound of the basement door opening. Artemis steps through and blinks in surprise, still settling his beanie on his feather head.
Oh, one of you two. You're up early. Yeah, unfortunately we are.
Theo chuckles, a genuine smile caressing his worn face.
I'm afraid there was some unexpected excitement in the early hours.
Artemis raises an eyebrow. A huge branch fell and broke one of the windows in the den.
Oh. Shit. Why didn't you wake us up? We would have helped clean. Somehow I knew you'd say that. We dealt with most of the mess and taped it up, right? I'll be fine for now. I don't have any plywood in hand, so I'll have to do until the storm blows over. I have some.
Artemis chirps, leaning back against the wall.
And my landlord left a ton of extra building supplies in the basement of my building. I'm sure he won't notice a few boards might go missing.
This time it's Theo's turn to raise an eyebrow.
Stealing from your landlord, eh?
He grins wickedly.
Good for you. I'll take up on that offer. When I go right now, I'm awake and early and ready anyway. Sure, I'll just need to get dressed first. 1 minute, please.
The fox disappears out of the kitchen, his fluffy tail loping jauntily behind him. Artemis waits until Theo's paw steps recede, then immediately turns to me, the usual smirk blossoming on his face.
So, you and the old man, huh?
My heart does a little jig in my chest. Huh?
Come on, I'm not blind.
He leans on one of the chairs, grinning broadly.
I saw you two making eyes at each other last night. Now, despite the broken window, he's calm and happy. You've seen the way he treats this place. By rights, you should be freaking out about this.
I try to answer, but my tongue still feels glued to the roof of my mouth, and my face feels like it's 1,000,000 degrees.
Relax, I'm just teasing.
The bird cocks his head slightly.
Am I right, aren't I? But I'm right, aren't I?
I guess?
Nice. You two make a good pair. sure to invite me to the wedding, okay?
I freaking love Artemis. You're next, buddy.
Oh, Artemis. Oh my god. He is so like Lanius. Oh my god, Brent. Oh, it's a shame Brent is missing that because, good lord, I am sure as hell he would have just loved doing that.
I take an embarrassed, playful swipe at him just as Theo re-enters. Once again, swaddled in his usual green sweater.
Alrighty, you ready to head out, Artemis? Of course.
The bird gracefully rises from his chair and gives me a winning smile.
Give us a call if you need us. I at least will bring my phone.
Theo rolls his eyes and they both head out the kitchen door, leaving me alone with my thoughts and still burning face. Was it really that obvious? As I head out in the living room, I spot Ollie perched on one of the steps, right in the middle of a titanic yawn. Hey Leo, what's with all the excitement? I just saw Theo and Artemis head out. Dino sleepily rubs his eyes. Looks like he just woke up. Morning, Ollie. Did nobody tell you yet? Tell me what exactly? I tell him the story of the incident and his soft blue eyes progressively widen in shock. Oh my god! Are you okay? I blink at him, surprised by the extent of his worry. Yeah, I'm fine. Not a scratch, as you can see. He begins fiddling anxiously with his claws, looking me over. Okay, good. Good to hear. Still, that's really scary, for it to land so close when you were sleeping. A shiver rattles up my spine. I picture once more towards the twisting fingers of the shattered branch, reaching up towards me in the darkness. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't exactly fun. Huge understatement there. But I'm alright, really. Safe, sound, and in good company. And that's something to be grateful for. He takes a preparatory breath, as to say something, then seems to decide against it. Then seems to decide against deciding it against it. I'm sorry. I cock my head at him, now a little confused. What are you sorry for? I'm sorry that this happened to you, even after you got snowed out of your house and had to sleep on an air mattress downstairs. Even then, the winter couldn't leave you alone. Say nope, just like Artemis. Come on now, Leo. I'm sorry I've had to pull up with all of this. Dano tugs at the sleeves of his hoodie, eyes downcast. Well, thank you, Ollie. That's very sweet of you. But I mean, you've had to pull up with all of this too. You also got forced out of your apartment, so there's really no need for you to apologize to me. Well, yeah, but still. I at least got an actual bedroom, which doesn't seem fair. I laugh in exasperation, cross my arms. Theo promised it to you first before I got here. First come, first served. I'm not mad about it. Besides, this whole thing with the branch is going to happen anyway, no matter which one of us was sleeping in the den. Ollie pokes his claws together, chewing thoughtfully on his lip. I guess, but I still feel bad. Well, stop that. There's no reason for it. Okay. At the very least, I can help with cleaning up. Ollie stands from...
Wrong thing. I pulled the wrong lever.
Wrong lever!
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I went full on crunk. I pulled the wrong lever for my chair.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Like that one meme. Ollie stands up. There's a meme of that clip where when the wrong lever was pulled, then Vsauce Michael just jumps into the ceiling. Like, it was featured in one of Corey Kenshin's Try Not to Laugh videos. Ollie stands up from the step and does a little stretch, claws reaching away above his crested head. What needs doing? My gaze immediately lands on the couch. It's still packed to the cushions with books, boxes, plants, and pictures from the den. Theo and I cleaned up the glass and taped up the windows, so we should be good to move all this stuff back into the den now. Okay, and we can make a list of all the things that are damaged or broken. Sounds good. Two of us take to the job with enthusiasm and begin sorting the miscellaneous mounts into neat piles. I'd say most of these books are untouched, just a little bit of water damage from the snow. Not all of them, though. I held up one unfortunate novel, cover ripped from front to back by a flying shard of glass. Ollie sighs and adds it to the damaged list. Most of the plants also survived the assault. Aside from the odd splinter or shard buried in the soil, they look as cheerful as ever. I love that Theo is a plant dad. I think it suits him. Sure does. After a prolonged period of silence, Ollie hefts a small box of knickknacks and stares curiously at its contents, clearly working on some profound thought. Do you have a lot of things in your apartment, Leo, or do you keep it pretty empty? That's another one.
Theo's basically like practically nothing. Remember
Uh,
correctly?
yeah, he has a switch. He had a switch in there. I'll say I have only what I need. I like to keep things pretty spare. Clutter makes me anxious, so I clean things out pretty regularly. Sometimes it gets me into trouble, honestly, when I throw out something important things without realizing it. My gosh! Same here. Here. But it was always worth the peace of mind in the end. Ali nods, deep in thought. I see. Why do you ask? Well, I'm noticing that the majority of this stuff isn't Theo's. This used to be his aunt's house, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, she clearly liked to put her name on things. Look! Ali beckons me over and I cut through the mess to the floor to stand next to him. He flips through a few of the books indicating the neatly written name inside the cover of each. M.J. Donovan. Next, he indicates... Donovan, yeah. Next, he indicates a collection of small animal figurines, each with the same name stamped somewhere on their base. Not cute, Darius. Ollie's the cute one. This time.
Mary Jane Donovan.
M.J. Donovan. These are
Let's say Mary Jane Donovan.
Yeah, I think so, might be. These are all her things. I haven't found a single book without her name in it, or anything with Theo written on it. Ollie runs a claw along the top one of the books, and stirs up a thick layer of dust. He stares at the gray film now coating up the tip of his talon. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Theo's house is huge and full of stuff, but he himself has very little. I think back to earlier this morning. Theo crouched in the center of a den, staring at an old family photo.
He ran away from his parents.
He had said,
all her things ruined. All her things ruined. They don't even get a scratch.
I've been watching his routine over the past few days. He uses the same mug every day, sits in the same chairs. Artemis told me most of the pots and pans look like they haven't been used in months. Ollie's eyes drift completely out of focus, lost somewhere in his eternal calculus. We've stirred up a lot of dust by moving in, but the difference between his things and her things is very clearly delineated. On the surface, it feels like Theo's house, but when you look more closely, it almost seems more like a memorial. Or a tomb. Sorry, I lowered the tone, didn't I? A little bit, yeah.
No.
Don't mind me.
Emotional whiplash!
I have literally no filter sometimes, and I just say whatever pops in my head. I shouldn't be prying into Theo's business anyways, so please just forget I said anything. Let's talk about it.
It's fine.
Literally anything else. Did you have any cool dreams? Did you have any cool dreams last night? Was that not a good question to ask? God, I'm blowing this conversation. No, it's not you, Ollie. It's just that my dreams are almost never cool. And last night was no exception.
Uncool.
Oh,
literally cool,
I'm sorry. I sigh, exasperated.
Exasperated.
You need to stop apologizing. None of this is your fault. I know. I'm sorry. I'm making you a swear jar for apologies. Okay. Can I ask you one more thing? And then I swear I'll drop it. Sure. Do you think dreams happen for a reason? Or are they just meaningless mental noise? Oh, more.
Oh, I ain't gonna say straight up. For me, they're either messages or subconscious desires. Mainly messages, mainly.
And my cat's now upstairs.
Kitty.
I am going to say, I feel that dreams are a combination of the first two, honestly. I think in this case, I think it might be a message.
Yeah, they're much more like messages.
Obviously, I don't have any proof of this, but I believe our dreams are trying to tell us something. Maybe not all of our dreams, but if you really deconstruct them, I feel like they often give us hints for our path forward.
I see. On my end, I pretty much had a lot of these dreams that were messages. Like, at some point down the road, I dreamt about getting a fursuit, and it motivated me to get one.
Yeah, I
now have one, but unfortunately now it's not much of a case anymore, but
Well, like, because the case for me, a couple weeks ago, I had 2 dreams in a row. One day, I had a dream that I got rejected from DJing at MCFC, and the very next day, I had a dream that I got accepted to DJ at MCFC. So, that was, like, really I was, my friend Silver Eagle said that it was more of a, side effect of me being nervous, but it really speaks volumes of how I'm feeling. So that's like, it's also I also mean it's like mental noise too. It's like a combination of all 3. Like, what?
all 4 to be frank.
Maybe, like, sometimes I have the most random dreams out of nowhere. Like, what is going on with Leo? Like, it has to be one of the 4 in his case, and I think that might be, like, most of it.
Mainly, I guess it straight up is that novel psychic?
What are you doing? Stop whining and get over here if you want pets. Anyways.
Aww.
And he just he just went back downstairs. What is up with that cat?
Called?
His name is Señor Loco Gato. It's Spanish for Mr. Crazy Cat.
Brent would love that.
His adoption.
Brent is a cat. I think you and
well,
Brent
actually,
his very well.
His name on his adoption papers is actually Vance, but my uncle named him that because he used to be my uncle's cat.
Señor Loco Gato.
Yep,
that's pretty much how you pronounce it. And I guess this straight up, I think you and Brent are gonna get along superbly well.
Yeah. I'm not sure what might I believe myself, but I hardly ever remember my dreams, so I guess it doesn't really matter to me. You're a heavy sleeper, huh?
Unless you don't remember your dreams, unless they are lucid.
Yeah, extremely. That is when I actually go to sleep. I'm kind of an insomniac. To be honest, I probably was awake when the window broke downstairs. I just had my headphones on. Well, the next time this happens, I'll come get you first then. Okay, it's a deal.
What's a deal?
Hey, Hunter! The 2 of us look up in surprise as familiar.
He legit startled me in a novel. How the hell?
The 2 of us look up in surprise.
Somebody please clip that. Somebody
please clip that, please. If not, it'll go in my highlights. The 2 of us look up in surprise as the familiar voice rings across the living room. Oh, morning, Hunter. Morning.
How come you 2 are up so early? Making mysterious alliances while the rest of us sleep, huh?
Something like that, yeah.
I wanted to.
From upstairs, we hear the sound of a door opening. Me too! Whatever we're doing, I want in. I mean, we're not really doing anything. My explanation is cut short as the front door creaks open.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How come everyone decided to get up early without me?
I look over at Theo, not really wanting to explain the whole situation a 3rd time.
Well, you see.
Theo quickly catches everyone else up to speed.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my god, that's so scary! I'm so glad you're okay, Leo.
Yeah, seriously. You just can't catch a break, huh?
Apparently not.
Well, that was a very unwelcome surprise.
I look around, suddenly noticing a missing blue jay. Theo, oh, where's Artemis? Did you 2 split off?
Oh, he's right outside getting things set up. The 2 of us are about to start putting plywood over the window. I just came inside to see if any brave young gentleman would be interested in helping. Say no more! Let me get my coat.
Race you out there!
Hey! Hey, what's there?
This game, I swear. Leo, maybe
the dynamic duo that Rope and Hunter make. It's just so perfect. These 2 are just such great besties.
Leo, maybe we could start bringing things back into the den. I think we made pretty good inventory of what was damaged. I don't know if you want this list, Theo, but I could send it to you. Ollie waves his phone in Theo's direction.
Oh, is that what you've been up to? Yes, please do send it my way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, both of you.
His eyes linger on mine longer than usual.
All right, I better get out of there before someone ends up with a nail in their paw.
He disappears out the front door with a soft wave of his tail.
Ah,
He looks so cheerful. I really would have expected him to be more upset. You know, Artemis said the same thing. I very deliberately don't mention the other things he said. Well, anyway, let's get started, The repairs progress smoothly from there. Ollie and I take our time schlepping things back, not wanting to break anything else. Our mostly quiet work is only punctuated by a sharp retort of a hammer striking nails and only a little bit of arguing.
Schlepping. Seriously, who does he think? Does he think he is Typhon the Leon? If you don't know what I'm talking about, Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's just about that'll just about do it.
The den no longer holds its heat well, but it still looks miles better than it did this morning. You can let me know if anything isn't in its proper place and I'll fix it. Theo blinks at Ollie for a moment, then laughs.
That's quite alright, Ollie. It won't make a difference if things get shuffled around at all. If the arrangement of this house isn't set in stone, well, the arrangement of this house isn't set in stone at all.
Yeah. His last sentence comes out slowly and thoughtfully, as if he were just realizing himself.
This may sound silly and sentimental, but thank you for being so gentle with her things. It literally means a lot to me.
Of course. We are more than happy to help. I nod in agreement.
Alright.
Hold on. Saliva went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. Never redo that line. Alright, your shift is now over. Come and get some breakfast, y'all. I guess it's lunchtime now, so much more like a brunch. So come to get some brunch. Or breakfast.
That's one of the channels. That's one of the name of one of the channels in their Discord server. What?
What?
Yeah, their Discord server. There's one that's called. Well, this one's called Leckfest. I think it's like a food channel of some sort, but
Whichever you prefer.
ew.
Ew.
Please never say that again.
Breakfast.
Stop it.
That's the first time I've seen it.
I am gonna start using that term now. Thank you, Artemis.
God, Artemis, no! No! God damn it! You just influenced Soxy into something that's gonna trigger me all the time now. Thank you!
It's gonna be a running joke in this game, I swear.
A running gag. I swear to God, like, you've picked the most humoristic of this level. Just quit arguing with me. Come eat your leg fists.
Artemis, I swear to God. The two of them depart, their lighthearted bickering cut off by the sound of the swinging door. And suddenly I'm alone with Theo again, and that sweet, breathtaking tension settles in once more. He scratches the back of his fluffy head and dodges my eyes.
Let's, we should probably go, don't you think?
Ask the question, Leo.
We don't want to keep everyone else waiting.
Ask it. Where am I going to sleep tonight?
Oh.
Theo blinks, clearly caught off guard.
I'm sorry, completely forgot. Of course, we'll need you to move you into a new room. You can't have you freezing to death over here overnight, just like you did in your apartment. Let me see. There's definitely room in the basement, as long as you and Artemis don't mind sharing. I suppose you could just set up shop in the living room, or I'll tell everyone else to be quiet, not to wake you.
I take a deep breath and take the plunge. Would it be alright if I moved up to your room, Theo? I try my absolute best to sound normal, casual. My voice quavers only slightly.
Oh.
I can't read his expression. Oh God, I can't read his expression.
Well...
He considers for a long moment, and my insides curl up in tight, visceral knots.
Yes, I think there's room for your mattress up there. So space might be a little tight.
Right, of course, the air mattress. That's definitely 100% what I was thinking.
Well,
That's okay.
Hold on. Didn't we see the branch poke a hole through the air mattress?
That might be... That's okay. Despite my best efforts, excitement creeps into my voice and I can't hold back a smile. Casual, Leo. Really casual.
I'll work to moving it up now, before I forget.
I open my mouth to object, but the rumbling growl of Theo's stomach beats me to it.
Maybe after brunch?
Don't you mean Leckfest?
No. God damn it! No, I do not. Please don't make this a thing.
It's already feeding frenzy by the time we arrive. Rofi and Hunter are busy loading their plates down with fluffy scrambled eggs, thick juicy bacon, and soft brown pancakes. Pika, if you're watching this, bacon! There we go. I had to do it.
Macro Pika or Mama Pika?
Mama Pika. I just call Macro Pika Matt.
Okay. It's not my best work, and not very imaginative. But it's good, so who cares? I think this is literally the best bacon I've ever had in my whole life. You've probably been eating the thin shit. Thick bacon is where it's at.
Right on!
Right
on, Artemis. Although I don't prefer my bacon. I like my both thick and thin bacon, personally. I just like bacon in general.
Honestly, there's one kind of bacon I really enjoy for my brunches.
Leckfest.
Maple syrup Please don't.
I'm sorry. If this is a running joke in this game, I have to follow it, okay?
I'm gonna bonk you next time you say that. What was I gonna say? Right. So if there's one thing I really enjoy is the kind of these bacon dough, and since I'm Canadian, I have the right to say it. Maple syrup battered bacon.
And I am very sorry to let you know, but I don't like syrup on my bacon. I'm sorry.
I said maple syrup. It's completely different.
Ah. Okay.
Not table syrup, maple syrup. That's true shit right there.
I cozy up to Ollie and Theo at the counter and start filling my plate of my own.
I gotta say, I'm gonna have difficulty letting you guys go. Help around the house, free cleanup crew when things break, and delicious breakfasts every day. I really lucked up with you all.
Likewise, Theo, Ollie says between bites, delicately covering his mouth with a claw. I've been so happy here these past few days. Happier than I've been in quite a while.
Aw, shucks. Honestly, the feeling's mutual. I have to consider kidnapping you all in the future.
Honestly, I swear, all 6 of these people, if they just lived together eternally, it would just be perfect.
You know what else I wish? If they were real, I really would have loved being there.
Yeah, same.
Imagine had that happened, like, with both of us. Like, we basically just get dragged into the world, into this world, as our personas.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing. I would have woken up in the morning and I wake up freezing and I just see myself as my persona with cybernetic arms, right eye and scar, and then I just look at myself and notice my gray red fur and everything. I would be like, what the hell just happened? I'm in my persona. Like, I would just love seeing that.
Yeah.
Well, once the storm ends.
Almost in unison, we turn to look out the
my character voice too.
Yeah.
And Ida, imagine that, my Tulpa Ida. She would have woken up right next to me, and I would be surprised seeing her.
Yeah. Almost in unison, we turn to look out the kitchen window. The snow shows no sign of stopping. Splatters of hail tap at every window, casting iridescent shadows as the watery sun crawls towards dusk. Time passes, but the storm rages on. As I heft the deflated air mattress over my shoulder, I can already feel the tiredness setting in. I let out a huge toothy yawn just as Theo comes around the corner.
Careful, those are contagious.
He stifles one himself.
I don't blame you if you're tired, though. You've had a really long day.
Too long. I hoist my travel bag with the other paw and start making my way up the stairs.
Oh, here, let me help you with that.
I gratefully hand him the mattress and we make the trip upstairs together. I don't think I'm off to bed quite yet, but I'm certainly getting there.
To you, if you conk out before me, I'll do my best not to wake you up.
My heart skips a beat before stepping back in line. It's no big deal.
Nonsense. After everything you went through, you deserve a good night's sleep.
Theo opens the door to master bedroom and waves me in.
Oh, I suppose this space right here will have to do. Seeing as there's literally no other place that will fit.
Like I said, wherever is fine. Theo sets my bag down in a corner and I start unrolling the mattress, mindful to leave a clear path to the bathroom.
I have to say, this does bring back some memories.
I resist the urge to wince. So far, very few of Theo's rediscovered memories have been pleasant. This time, however, his eyes are soft and his smile is joyous.
Let me tell you, this air mattress has spanned places. It's a true warrior. Quite literally supported me through most of my 20s.
Oh yeah?
Oh my god!
I flip the on switch and the heroic mattress begins to inflate, as if proud of itself.
Oh my god, it's a self-inflating mattress! I love those kind of things! They're so freaking cool! Yep, yes indeed. To be honest, I slept in some real crap holes. Places I've had to keep both eyes open and my hand on my wallet.
The steady whir of the mattress's fan fills the room, a soothing, percussive undercurrent to his deep, weathered voice.
Most people don't realize it, but a proper mattress is truly life-changing. Still remember the first night I spent in this baby.
He pats the foot of his bed fondly, eyes unfocused.
It was the first deep, dreamless sleep I'd had in years.
Something bitter colors his voice. Guilt, maybe?
I hope you don't mind sleeping on that old thing. I would offer you my bed, but my back would not appreciate it. And I have to get it happy. All the shots around here.
Really don't mind,
Yep,
honest.
He is old.
I wouldn't barge into your room and steal your bed. That would be too cruel even for me.
Good. I found the limits of your cruelty, at least.
Theo yawns again, unable to suppress it.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm dead tired.
I can feel the exhaustion as well, clutching at my bones and pulling me down into the down into the mattress.
I think I'm gonna change and get ready for bed. If you'll excuse me.
Sure. Theo grabs himself a handful of clothes and disappears into a bathroom. Left alone once more, I'm stuck with another strange bout of clarity. After only 3 days, I've talked my way into his room. To be honest, tonight I'll be sleeping at the foot of his bed, just a few feet away from him. A few feet away from the steady rise and fall of his silver chest, the soft sound of his raspy breath. How did I get down so bad? Only a few days ago I could barely remember his name, and now, how quickly life seems to shift into before and after. As usual, my worries evaporate when he re-enters the room.
Hey,
My breath catches. Yes? He stands much more stiffly now, eyes downcast, day clothes tucked in a tight bundle under his arm.
I just wanted to thank you again for your help.
Oh, of course, I didn't mind. Cleaning up was easy with all of us there. Theo shakes his head, not meeting my eyes.
That's not what I meant. You reined me in. And I was freaking out.
I remember the feral look in his eyes as he stared at the broken window. I remember the sound of metal screeching and pulping on impact. My eyes traced the ragged outline of the scar on his arm.
And then you sat and listened to my sob story.
He laughs bitterly and shakes his head.
Some host I am. I shouldn't have put you through all that. I'm sorry.
Oh, Theo, how could I not fall for you? Before I could stop myself, I speak the truth. I meant what I said last night. I don't feel obligated to help you. I just want to. My tongue tastes the familiar words sweeter than honey. Thank you for letting me in. He finally looks at me. His face morphs many times over surprise, gratitude, shame, joy, and a million other emotions. He nods solemnly, apparently speechless. We stand with the air mattress between us, and I know in that moment both of us want to close that distance. And I know we're both afraid to do so. I can feel his giddy fear as I strongly feel my own. He breaks the silence, but physical tension remains crouched between us, beckoning.
Let's leave it at that, huh?
His voice is raspy, almost tearful, but his smile is genuine. Okay, I respond softly, shifting my paws. He awkwardly makes his way around the mattress to his own bed, and starts to pull back the covers.
Sleep well, Theo.
He says again, just like last night.
If I start snowing, just throw something at me. God, he snores!
I let out a bark of laughter and the tension eases. Oh, don't worry, I will. After both of us are settled and tucked in, Theo switches off the light, engulfing the room in pleasant darkness.
Ow, my elbow.
I'm just gonna save that there. Theo switches off the light, engulfing the room in pleasant darkness. I lay awake for what feels like hours, turning the day over and over again in my head, examining and re-examining those little moments we shared, over cleaning, over coffee, over home-cooked meals. Theo, now I know he's holding back. That's alright. I can be patient. I drift asleep to the soft sound of his breathing, gentle, as soothing as any lullaby. Wow.
That's it for Theo.
For now. I have to
help but to feel so... Theo is so much like me. My mom had alcohol issues. My dad is a little bit, well, my dad's a little bit is Catholic. Basically, well, you know, he's into Christianity, but
yeah,
not that much.
I mean, my family is majority Christian, but they're very LGBT supportive. I'm very grateful for that.
And I'm currently, my dad has had, when I opened up to my parents, my dad had trouble accepting it. It ended up with both mom and dad arguing, but now they're fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my cousins is trans, and he's getting support. It took a while for my family to actually understand it, but by then he's been getting the support he needs. He started transitioning last year, and I'm beyond proud of him. I'm very happy that even though my family is majority,
I hope your cousin's gonna be able to make it, to not struggle through transition, especially due to, well, first of all, gender dysphoria. Second, the current situation in the US.
Well, from what last I heard, he's been doing okay. So, yeah. But yeah,
if I'm gonna say straight up, if the US does not fit for him at all, he's always welcome in Canada, as they're open to that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. With that said, I have to say, I was right on a lot of things about Theo. Like, I thought that, I have a feeling that we're gonna learn more about him in day 4, because I have a feeling that there was a car accident of some sort in his life. And that's part of the reason why. Maybe that might be why his
aunt passed away, because he unintentionally caused an accident, because his aunt was probably under critical danger or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll find that out in due time, I'm sure, but we'll find out in due time. Oh, okay, I'll see you after I wrap up here, Bluebell. All right. But with
but yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in going in the PTK Discord, maybe.
Yeah, please do. It's open for everyone. And I thought it was Patreon only. Yeah, it's on their itch.io page if you want. OMG, what happened? So we learned that Theo has Theo has probably one of the deepest and darkest backstories I've seen so far for any character in this game.
He's basically has had a really rough childhood.
Yep.
And I guess is anyone who has had such an event in their life, I can relate. I really can relate. It was the same thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much feel a lot of Theo within me.
Yeah, like you really are getting
especially with my current events happening to me right now. Sorry, Foxy, what were you saying though before that?
Yeah,
Sorry
like-
for cutting you off.
Yeah, like Theo, I really feel for him, and I really am excited to see where his character dynamic with Leo continues to go on in his route. I see more and more myself in Leo as I continue playing this game, honestly.
And I see more and more of myself within Theo now.
This game is just one of a kind. Like,
It's
devs,
just amazing.
bra
Promise
freaking
me.
vo. This game is just something
Amazing
else.
job.
Amazing job,
It's-
guys. And I am beyond proud to give my financial support to this game, because we need to see this game in, like, it is just wow. With that said, Theo's door is always open, and I'm excited to see where this game goes next. Next week, we have 2 more routes to complete for day 3, Artemis and Ollie. We'll see which one we'll do next. I don't know just yet, but to those who have been watching tonight, thank you for watching tonight. Please give this game your support, whether it be financially or for free.
Morally.
Just morally, because doing the least you can do to show this game some support is by getting those downloads up, giving them the support that they need, because I want to see this game reach sky high, because this is a work of art.
It will.
It definitely will.
It's definitely, if I can offer my support to Patreon, my Patreon support, I will, and I'll try to make sure I can get an art to get to see my character in there. I really want to be able to see that because of how I can feel.
I think the
like if there was like some backstory to certain of the background characters, like my character, perhaps he probably would have been like a close friend of Theo's.
Yeah, maybe that would be cool. But regardless, this is
Because
where
of
we
how
wrap
bad
up
it
for
got.
tonight. I will see you all on Sunday for some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So with that said, let's
Sunday, you
find
said?
someone to raid.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday, as always, Ace Attorney Day. Wait, who is live right now? Who is live right now? Let's raid. I think I'm gonna raid.
I could suggest a channel myself, probably.
I'm just going through my followers. Yeah, I raided Seki last week.
There's Blake as well, who's currently streaming.
Let's raid my friend Toby, aka Black and Yellow, the one who did some of my recent emotes. So let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't really use them often. I should probably use them more often, to be honest. But he's a really wonderful artist. So let's go raid Toby, aka Black and Yellow. So, ready up, raiders. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We will be back Sunday night with some more Ace Attorney. I will keep you all updated as things go on. Bye-bye. Support promises to keep with all you got, because this game deserves it.
Oh,
Anyways.
absolutely. My very first furry novel, and it's, oh my god.
Yep.
I'm speechless.
Yep. Anyways, I will see you all next time.
See y'all. God, this is amazing.
Yo, DJ Foxy, thank you for the raid. How was your stream?